Hi, I'm Ryan Schindler.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Hey,
to meet
Tom.
you.
Yep.
Can you tell me about your marketing experiences and what it's all about?
Sure. So I'm the Vice President of Sales here with The Revolution, and I've been here 3 years. And before this, I was with the Central Penn Business Journal, so I was a sales manager there. And before that, I was with Lamar Advertising for 6 years. So I've been in advertising, sales, and marketing for, I guess, a little over 15 years. York College graduate with a marketing degree from York College. I would say my marketing experience these days is pretty much helping my clients to market their business, more so than being involved with marketing here. Although I do work very closely with our marketing department to help them market our clients. So we've got over 100 advertisers, and our job is to market their business. So that's kind of what I'm doing now.
So you deal more with the base of using the Revolution as a advertising base rather than advertising for the Revolution.
Correct. That's
Okay.
my role. Now, I do, again, work very closely with the marketing department. Our marketing department here basically serves several functions. One is to sell tickets.
Yeah.
You know, so they're putting a message out, whether it's through digital, social, billboards, whatever, TV, whatever, to get people's attention and get them to visit the Revolution website and buy tickets. That's number one. When you look at our big picture of revenue, individual tickets is actually the lowest bucket of revenue.
Okay.
So the second thing they do is to help us to sell group and hospitality tickets. That's like a big $10,000 picnic to some company, or your big 200-person church group. So they're also marketing what we call groups and hospitality.
Okay.
The third thing our marketing department is doing, as I just mentioned, is to execute our sponsorship. So I've got Sheetz is an advertiser of ours. They have an in-between inning promotion. Part of that promotion is 2 teams dressed up like burgers compete against each other to build this burger the quickest, and then the winning team is representing a section of fans in the ballpark, and everybody gets a Sheetz coupon. So it's the marketing department's job to run that promotion. Everything from buying the costumes to actually physically being on the field to run that game. So that's kind of the third thing or fourth thing that our marketing department does, is to execute those sponsor advertising components and to really make everything happen that happens throughout the course of the game, from the national anthem to the cannon going off at the end of the game and all points in between. That's our marketing department that makes that happen.
Okay. So when you advertise for somewhere like you said about Sheetz,
Yeah.
will they do advertising back for you guys?
Some of them do, yeah. Some of
Okay.
them, if it makes sense, there's a bit of a reciprocal relationship. Yeah, when it makes sense.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
What are some challenges that you face on a regular basis in the marketing field?
Yeah, I would say one of the biggest challenges is selling season tickets. People don't buy our product the way they used to. Season tickets isn't the hot thing anymore. You know, we've been in town for 11 years, and those 70 game ticket plans have become harder and harder to come by because our season ticket folks tend to be older. They could be quite literally going away or dying, kind of thing. People want smaller plans. They want plans that include food. So just adapting to the changing consumer behavior. That 70 games is a lot of games.
Yeah.
It's a big time commitment. It's a nice chunk of change. So that's been a challenge for sure.
Now, how was where did you start off in your career? Did you start off in sales or did you start off marketing?
Yeah.
How did you start?
If you
and how
really
did
want to
your
know where I
career
started
go?
off, I graduated from York College with a marketing degree, and marketing jobs didn't really exist at that time locally. I wanted to stay local. So I worked in a grocery store, just kind of the manager of a grocery department, kind of looking for that marketing next big break kind of thing. And I ended up, my first job in advertising and sales was at Lamar Advertising, and that was as a billboard salesman. So kind of similar to what I'm doing here, where I'm meeting with clients, trying to figure out what their needs are and helping them with their billboard campaigns. That's where I kind of got my start.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Why did you choose this field as something?
Why did I choose it? I ask myself that every day. I mean, at the time I was working up in Harrisburg at the Business Journal, running the sales team there, and I saw this opportunity, whether it was on Monster or wherever, somewhere I saw it posted. And to me, it was kind of a perfect combination of stuff that I like. It's sales, it's advertising and marketing, it's baseball. I'm a huge baseball fan, big Mets fan, and it's leading a team of people. We've got a great team of salespeople out here. And then last but not least, it's York. It's in my backyard. It's 10 minutes from my house. I'm all about the community. I'm on a bunch of boards and stuff. So for a for-profit business, this is as community as you could possibly get, working here.
Cool. What goals would you say someone trying to get into this field would set to maximize their potential?
Okay, so if somebody wants to work in sports, first of all, you're going to be prepared to work long hours for very low pay. It's just reality. And quite honestly, when I post a job out there, we use a special website specific to this industry. When I post a job, instantly there's 30 and 40 resumes of people from all different experience levels. So I guess my point is there's a lot of people out there who want to work in sports and not that many jobs. So I guess my best advice on goals to start a career in sports is to do internships early and often. I mean, what you're doing right now to be able to put something like this on a resume that you came in and talked to some folks and did a video presentation is huge. If you can get internships early on in your college career, the more experience you have, the better.
Okay.
I can weed people out very quickly if they don't have internship experience, because most people do.
All right, cool. How, in your mind, how do the players affect the way that you market the team? Does the way that they act affect the way that you can sell things?
Well, it's a little bit different in minor league independent baseball. We're not affiliated, so if you maybe ask someone at the Senators, then maybe they have a different answer because they're affiliated with the Nationals. But to me, no, not so much, because any given night, our fans don't even know what our record is. They're here to eat hot dogs and drink beer and see the cannon go off and watch the mascot attack a kid or something. So generally speaking, people don't even know. It's not necessarily all about baseball. I suppose a player could be detrimental if he does something wacky, but for the most part in our world, we don't have too many big name stars. We've had a lot of guys go up to the majors, but we're not affiliated, so it's not like the fans are waiting for somebody to have to come down and do a rehab stay or something like that.
Like I know I've gone to a few Senators games because I know that Bryce Harper's down with him, and he's a big name that we'll see in the majors later. Steven Strasburg, when he went on his DL stint, I went out and I saw him and got his autograph.
Yep. And we will have that sort of thing from time to time. I mean, you're too young to know these guys' names probably, but like Dontrelle Willis played for one of the other teams in our league. That was exciting to me to have him here because he was always a thorn in the Mets side, and that was fun. Endy Chavez was on one of the teams last year. He's like one of my all-time favorite Mets moments when he made that catch over the fence in the playoffs. So we have some big name stars, but I can't even think of a time when we actually used a player as a crux for like a marketing message. Really, to be honest with you, our marketing message is more about family fun.
All right. And what is the team's marketing philosophy? Like, what's the baseline that you try to build from?
Yeah, so right now, we just launched a new kind of, I don't know if you want to call it a theme. It's a strategy. And it's a new We have a theme every year, but this new theme is something we want to try to perpetuate for the next few seasons. And that theme is called Revs Time. So somewhere along the line, we read an article or a story that really hit home with us, that when people choose to come here or to the movie theater or to the bowling alley, we're all competing for your time. We're competing for your money. And in this day and age, there's so many choices, and your time is so valuable and limited, that we want to make sure people understand that we appreciate them taking that limited recreational time they have to spend it here at People's Bank Park. So when it's Friday night, you finally have 2 hours to hang out with your family, and you've got this giant menu of things you can do. We appreciate that they're coming here. So you're going to see a lot of Revs Time is family time. Revs Time is bonding with your coworkers time. So it's always going to be a Revs Time followed by some message that tries to hit home with why people would come here and use their time here. That's our strategy right now.
Awesome.
The Revs time theme, yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
And it was very nice meeting you.
Yeah, good to meet you too.